Hey guys, how are we doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our update for the TD Sequential on major markets. So we'll go straight over to those charts. So I think it's a big day today. Obviously, we all know we've got the Fed meeting this evening, Fed decision. We'll got potential for some fireworks today. Also, we've got the daily 9 also here. I can't really draw any particular sell levels from this daily 9 at the moment because obviously the candle's it's only about halfway through. And obviously we've got the Fed later, so where this candle ends up for me to draw any potential trades, who knows. But we do have this one drawn in before, which I believe was from this 4-hour 9 here. From this 4-hour 9 just there, so we have got that as a potential sell level, so we still got that on the card. So breaking below there, we could start to see some down action, but just generally speaking, it does feel like the market has to have some sort of a retrace here. There'll be a lot of obviously longs in this market that haven't had any reason to have to take profit yet, and even if you're running quite tight stop losses, so they are primed to be triggered at some point. Whether today will be that day, who knows. But yeah, I mean, levels wise, I mean, there's only really in this S&P, there's only basically all-time high to aim for at the moment. But losing this trend line, losing this horizontal level here, just potential fireworks today. We could basically see some action. Not really a lot else we can say on that. Let's go to the Nasdaq. Nasdaq looking just incredible. Incredibly toppy. Again, we're on a daily 9 here as well, so if there's ever going to be a day that we've got the potential for a sell-off, it is today. That's definitely something to be aware of. 12-hour 9. And then can you potentially time this with a 4-hour 9? Yeah, you potentially will. No, not. Actually you will, because we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 hours. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 hours time. We could literally, so that would coincide with roughly when the Fed is speaking as well, actually. So that is a very interesting prospect. So maybe one last push up today, and then we'll have a bit of a sell off. But who knows? That's just pure speculation. Pure speculation. But though, looking at this 9 candle as it is at the moment, if we do obviously trade down, it will start to look like a very bearish looking candle. If it closes obviously like anywhere around here. The Russell clearly not as strong here. As we know, the Russell is basically the laggard of the market. All the small caps that there's wealth inequality, income inequality between shares as well, between the big rich companies and the smaller poorer companies. So that's what's going on here. Anything on the 4-hour? Yeah, we had a 4-hour 9 here, didn't we? So yeah, potential sell trade in the Russell. I mean, it will depend on what the Fed says and how the market reacts to it. I mean, it may be positive, it may be negative, it may be positive, but it may be a sell on fact sort of scenario. We'll just have to see. Oil as well, still holding its uptrend, still holding that trend line. So I mean, it's a quite easy level to take a sell trade at the break of. Potential daily 9 tomorrow as well, so we can see what happens with crude. Gold, gold is basically back in, bounced off roughly what the area we're looking at. Got back into our sort of box, our channel here, and then I mean, there's no real reason to expect this not to go up. I'm guessing again gold reacts to what Fed says, so it will be down to the Fed whether it pumps us straight up here or whether it dumps us down for some volatility. It's hard to do TA on a day like today. Well, it rhymes, doesn't it? Anyway, 4-hour 9. We had a 4-hour 9, so yeah, I mean, that's the sell level. We'll get below there. We can potentially see some downside. Let's just straighten that line up a little bit. There we go. I believe that's straighter. Silver, yeah, silver looking good here. Silver looking good. We've obviously got this support line. Potential push up here. Obviously, again, I'll say it again, depending on what the Fed says and does and how markets react to it. but realistically speaking, silver's looking good, good for a move up. Copper futures again looking strong, breaking out. Maybe a couple more days. Maybe a couple more days. Yeah, nice move out. Yeah, fat daily 9 today as well, and copper as well. Yeah, nice breakout of the channel here. Are we gonna come back and test the channel? Is this a fake out? We're gonna come back into the channel, maybe break below the channel. Or are we just gonna blast through this 9? Are we gonna come back and test the 200? I mean, it is looking toppy. It is looking toppy. Just based on those sort of those things that you often see happen in markets. Retest, test the 200, back fake outs. There's obviously the potential for this to come down, but yeah, great breakout of the channel there, copper. Well done. Did we have anything on the 4 hour? Yeah, we had this 4 hour 9 look, but we never traded below. We had the level of that to sell, we never got below. But again, I should have drawn the line to buy above. Breaking above that line was clearly the buy. We nearly got to the 4 hour 9 there, but we preempted it and then we went back through it. So copper looking strong. I mean, copper basically is sensitive to obviously the economy, so which is interesting why it's going up, because I get it with all the liquidity, but it doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be an uptick in industrial demand that I'm aware of. But hey, wheat did drop out our triangle, so there we have it. These formations are only statistically likely to break in the direction that they're statistically likely to break at, but it was a clear level. Basically, we said yesterday you could buy the bottom of here, and then you just stop is just below it, really a tight trade, because obviously you dropped out the triangle, which we did, and then all the stops were triggered, and there we go. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we get down to this horizontal, whether we keep going down or whether we then start to look stronger after triggering everyone's stops. So yeah, interesting. I mean, it was a good trade on the initial breakout, and the couple of this tap here of the trend line was a great trade too. But yeah, obviously we've broken out of the formation now, and that's trading, guys. That's what happens. Smart sheet. Yeah, smart sheet. Obviously broken down. So I'm not sure why my drawing tools aren't shown on here, but yeah, smart sheet broken down. Not really anything on the 4 hour. This is not the sort of trade that I will take TD trades on when you have the gap down, because that clearly affects the count basically. So I don't often take these, but gap fills are a play that people do play for, and this is a popular company. And we're at horizontal, so I mean, I would not be surprised to see a gap fill in this, and that's a pretty juicy move. But I guess we're going to wait for the Fed again and some stronger markets potentially to move us up, and if not, then potentially we will move down. Oh yeah, Slack. Slack, here we go. Slack, basically we've looked at Slack, so yeah, but potential bounce off here. It's literally the same as smart sheet. Pretty similar, so we're waiting for a move up. Costco's at the buy level, at the trend level, so this is an easy buy. Buy here, potentially you stop, well, it's quite wide, but you could have it below the 200, which I think would be a bit inappropriate. I think you should have your stop basically roughly where we are now, so you'd want to find some sort of entry time, some way to time the entry other than just the line. I mean, the 4 hours looking good at this moving average cluster and the trend line. So are we going to get an hourly 9 at any point? But this is looking like a very interesting buy, because you've got a lot of upside, and you stop. You're going to know you're wrong pretty soon. So this is a good trade to get. It's a good trade to find. You're going to know you're wrong pretty quickly at minimal risk, and then your potential upside is obviously a lot higher. So yeah, definitely interesting trading Costco there. Yeah, Clorox bounced off the channel. It's just playing in the zone now. If we break below, if we break back above. But maybe we're probably just going to trade inside this channel for a while. Not financial advice, but yeah, I expect us to keep playing around in this zone, I think. Boyd got the daily 9 and the 4 hour 9. We didn't have the daily 9. We had a 4 hour 9. So broke below that 4 hour 9. So for a potential for a move down to maybe this support zone. So we'll see what happened there. yeah, see what happened there. I bought some puts in this anyway for a 20 and a 21 strike for the 19th expiry, so around here. So I'm looking at either here, here and here basically. These are my strikes for those puts that I bought. So we'll see how that works, because if we get nicely down to here, then they will be very profitable trades. Again, depending on the Fed. I mean, the Fed comes out and just tanks the market. I think we'll be down here pretty much before, well, in advance of the 19th. But anyway, if we're wrong, it doesn't matter. It's a high reward, low risk trade. Let's have a look at NVDA. NVIDIA looking good, but yeah, looking strong here. I mean, this is one of the ones where we're looking to be in a resistance here. But if we break that, then clearly we got some upside to come. So we'll draw that on just for the sake of yeah, because I don't want to come to the chart and say, well, obviously if we broke above, that would have been the buy, but I haven't drawn it on. So we've got it drawn on now. So yeah, NVIDIA looking like it could just be consolidating before. I mean, you just have to give the trend. The trend is your friend, the benefit of the doubt, because more often than not, the trend is your friend. So yeah, if you do break above here, onwards and upwards, that could be a very good buy for blue skies. Amazon. Crazy Amazon obviously. Daily 9 coming up, not crazy Amazon, just very strong Amazon, very strong market. Did we have any daily 9s on here? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we had a daily 9, didn't really do a lot. We had this horizontal level in, but yeah, so potential another daily 9, one last pop up in this, and then maybe we'll get some sort of a retrace. Yeah, we saw Tesla break out the top. Tesla gunning for all-time highs. Why not? So yeah, there's obviously a lot of built up like energy potential in here, so we can clearly see a lot longer move. But if it does fail, if we do fail above this area, then expect to if we basically return back into the zone, definitely expect to move at least down to what was the lower level, which is around this 750 area, and then if we break that, and obviously lower, but that's not your initial target. If we break back in, will just be basically to come back down to this zone. I mean, we can maybe draw this up a little bit, tighten this zone up a little bit, maybe around there is more appropriate. So yeah, maybe a move down to mid 700s in Tesla, if we get back. But obviously trend is your friend. We've broken out of this formation, and obviously we can move a lot further upwards, so that's not a problem. Yeah, AMD looking good. So we got a continuation on this move out. We're now above this trend line. So this is looking good for a buy now. This is you've obviously got this pennant, and then you got these highs. I mean, you take out these, we could see NVIDIA, like, I mean, we could see NVIDIA about $70. $70 a share, not NVIDIA, AMD. We could see AMD about $70 here, so definitely want to keep an eye out there. If this is the fake out and we come down, clearly this 200 daily would be the almost the picture perfect logical target, and then we'll see how we react to there. But again, I think it will just depend on general strength and weakness of the market. If we get some bullish action, I mean, $70 is coming pretty soon. If we don't, 200 day. We will have a look at Carnival Cruises. Carnival Cruises. I mean, this isn't one that I'm particularly trading, but we had a nice breakout above. A gap up though would have been difficult to trade. Nothing really on the TD. I mean, potentially. I mean, it's hard to say. I just can't call this. I can't call this share. I'll just have to leave it at that. I mean, a TD9 in a few days near the 200-day moving average. Can we make it up that high? That would look good as a sell, as a potential sell entry, but we're a long way from that anyway at the moment. Chewy. So Chewy looking fantastic. This is one of my buys. You guys know this. This is one of my faves. You gotta keep feeding your animals. But yeah, we're breaking above this now, and so blue skies again. So this is looking very good. Very good. Yeah, I have this in my longer term account. anyway, yeah, so this is looking good. We have got this daily 9 here though, but we aren't really, we are basically trading above it. Yeah, I mean, a move up, we could definitely be looking at some more new highs and some more gains. And the 4 hours, 4 hour, yeah, I mean, we've got an obvious level here for a sell. An obvious level here on the 4 hour, and just a horizontal. I mean, wait, let's draw this a bit better. A definite obvious level for a sell here. Let's just go over to the daily, see if we can target what we can target from this. Yeah, probably target the 50 if we break that. Yeah, failing the 50, obviously it won't be looking as good. But we faked out below the 50 here, as you can see. This is the textbook swing failure pattern. Break below the 50 period moving average, get bought back up and shoot back up. That's just literally, that's a text. That I've literally just been doing a video, a tutorial video on this exact thing, and it was even the 50 day moving average. That was the example that I was using. So interesting to see that on the chart right there. But yeah, great trade, great trade. McDonald's, one last one. McDonald's nearly at 200. Look at that. Nearly at $200 a share. Glad I stopped shorting that because of its real estate exposure. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got a 4 hour 9, so we'll leave that level there. We'll just delete these arrows because these didn't materialize. We'll leave that there in case we do get down there, and then we will draw a level from this 4 hour 9. So, oh, I thought we were gonna draw a level. Yeah, 4 hour 9 here, break below here, then yeah, I mean, the level I would expect would be this sort of horizontal support area. Potential McDonald's trade. I mean, these are just predicated on if we get some weakness in the market. But if we get some strength, I mean, there's the 9. I mean, I will draw this on. There's the 9. It's not quite at it. Let's move it down a little bit. Break above there. Onwards and upwards. There we go. Right, so that's the end of this video today. So remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Yeah, be careful in the markets today, especially if you are leveraged long bankrupt companies, or just anything. Just be careful. Obviously, you never go hungry taking profits, and there's a lot of profits. People got a lot of profits in the market. So yeah, be careful, guys. And I will speak to you. I'll speak to you all soon.